Good everyone, welcome back to class. Today we are going to be looking at a very sweet topic in physics, which is electric potential. Now, there is something sweet about electric potential that you need to know. Today I will take you through all the sweet subtopics in this electric potential. So what you need to do for me now is to bring yourself here. Ensure you don't distract yourself by any means. And watch this video from the beginning to the end. Don't skip any part of the video, because every second of this video is very important. So what you need to do, just watch this video from the beginning to the end. And if there's anything you don't even get properly, you have the opportunity to go back again and watch it over and over again. You see how sweet this class is even better than a physical class, because you have the right or have the opportunity to watch the video over and over again. And if you don't still understand after watching it over and over again, you can even put your question in our comment section. And please ensure you click our notification bell, so that anytime we release any video, you'll be the first to see it. And something is very important you do for me now. Also, click that subscription button. That subscription icon. Click on it. So let us go to this question now. Let's go to this topic now. What is the meaning of electric potential? Now, electric potential can be defined. Electric potential can be defined as the work done. As what? As the work done in moving a unit electric charge. In moving a what? A unit electric charge from infinity to a particular point in electric field. Or electric potential is defined as the work done in moving a charge from a reference point to a particular point in the electric field. And it is the ratio or the quotient of work done to charge. Like what we have here, V denotes electric potential. I will say V is equal to what? W over Q. This is the work done when you move this charge from one point to another in the electric field. So our electric potential is equal to what? W over Q. Where V is electric potential, take note. Where V is what? Electric potential. W is work done. Work done. That's W, work done. And Q is called charge. Electric charge. That's what we call it. Electric what? Electric charge. And it should be well noted, or we put into consideration, that electric potential is a scalar quantity. Now what? Electric potential is a scalar quantity. In the sense that it has magnitude, but no direction. In the sense that it has magnitude, but what? But no direction. Think of that. And the SI units of electric potential, and the SI units of electric potential is either joules per coulomb or volts. It's either joules per coulomb or what? Or volts. Something like voltage. Either joules per coulomb or what? Or volts. Those surfaces with the same potential is known as equipotential surfaces. Take note of that. Two surfaces with the same potentials is known as what? Equipotential surfaces. We will take note of that one. Very important. So, if you want to calculate work done now, work done can also be what? Electric potential times what? Times charge. When we calculate charge will be equal to work done divided by what? Electric potential. Take note of all these things. They are very important. They are very important. Now, the potential difference between 2 points A and B. The potential difference between 2 points A and B, when potential difference between what? 2 points, A and B. The potential difference between 2 points, A and B, is defined as the ratio of change in potential energy, as the ratio of what? Change in potential energy to charge. Potential difference between 2 points A and B is equal to what? Change in potential energy over charge. Change in potential energy over what? Over charge. So VAB is called potential difference between points A and B. Then the U is change in potential energy. Then Q is charge. While change in potential energy is also equal to charge times potential difference. Charge times potential difference. Take note of that one. It's very, very important. It's very, very, very important. It's very, very, very. Now, the potential difference between 2 points A and B, or the potential difference when a charge moves from point A to point B. When you move from point A to what? To point B. We call that VAB. Is expressed as VB minus VA. That is final minus the initial. VB minus what? Minus VA. VB minus what? Minus VA. On calculating the potential, or on calculating the electric potential due to a point charge. Remember a point charge we did in electric field. On calculating the potential due to a point charge, a point charge is just like a single charge present in space anywhere. On calculating the electric potential due to a point charge, then V will be equal to KQ over R. Let's say we have a point charge Q. Point charge Q, whether positive or negative. Let's say what will be the potential at point, let's say point P, what will be V at this point? And this one between that point and the charge is R. So the electric potential due to a single charge or just one charge is equal to V is equal to KQ over what? R. That is how to calculate. Or Q over 4 pi is log of R. Why? Because K is set as 1 over 4 pi is log. What of is log? Permittivity of free space. Permittivity of what? Free space. When charge of several charges means more than one charge. Why electric potential due to several charges? Is the sum of all the potentials due to each of the charges present. Is the sum of all the potentials present. Is the sum of all the potentials due to each of the charges present. Let's say we have a charge Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. And you say what is the potential at the reference point? Let's say V. The potential due to this will be the potential due to which is V1. Transform V2, V3, V4. So the potential total potential will be potential for V1, the potential for V2, the potential for V3, the potential for V4. Add them together. Remember to calculate this potential due to just one charge. K over what? The distance between this one charge and where you are getting the potential from. Let's say what is the potential at somewhere here. The K times this is the distance from here to this place. K times this is the distance from here to this place. K times this divided by the distance between this and this. K times this one divided by the distance between this and this. That's how we calculate their potentials. Show us the potential very slow. Why the relationship? Remember this has to calculate the potential due to a point charge. This formula for potential difference is change potential over charge, and this has to express potential between 2 points. A when the charge moves from point A to point B. If you have moved from point B to point A, remember to be the case. Then this is the definition of electric potential, which is what done over charge. Then this has to calculate the potential due to several charges. Calculate the electric potential due to each of the charges and add them together. Simple as ABC. Now, the relationship between electric potential and electric field, the relationship between electric potential and take note, dimensionally, change potential energy or change potential energy is same thing as work done dimensionally. Change potential energy and work done are the same dimensionally. In terms of dimension, take notes. So let's go on to this. E is equal to V over Q, V over D, where E is electric field, V is electric potential, then D is distance or we call it separation. And on expressing this formula, using differentiation calculus, on expressing this relation using differentiation calculus, we say E at a reference distance, let's say E at distance x will be equal to minus dV over dx. E at any distance x will be minus dV over dx. This negative sign is from the derivative. Minus dV over what? Or while E at any angle theta is 1 over arrow minus 1 over arrow dV over theta. For example, now I say electric potential is equal to sin theta. What is the electric field at any if theta is equal to so and so? From about take 1 over arrow, which is distance, then dV over what? The theta. When just differentiate dV over the theta, for like straightforward. Don't come down. Angles. Therefore, take 1 over arrow, or you do your dV over the theta. Take note of that. It's very, very important. Where E is electric field, dV over dx or dV over the theta is called the differential coefficient of potential with respect to distance. The differential coefficient or the differentiation of potential or the differentiation of electric potential to distance. That we call dV over dx. Where s is the distance. Where s is the what? Is the distance. Where s is the distance. Now let's look at this question. Now, in a region of space, the electric potential at any distance x, is defined by the law V is equals to 2s squared plus 8 volts. The electric potential at any distance x is defined by the equation or by the law. V is equal to what? 2s squared plus 8 volts. 2s squared plus 8 volts. Obtain the electric field. At a distance of x equal to 1 meter. Obtain what? The electric field at a distance of what? S equal to what? 1 meter. A distance of what? S equal to what? 1 meter. Solution. Now, we did one class in this place, and it's called kinematics. I don't know if you have seen the video. If you have not watched that video, go back and watch it. Because I showed you guys how to run differential calculus in that kinematics. So what I will do now, I'm going to do differential calculus of this because this electric potential is given as a function of the distance x. So if electric potential is given as a function of distance x, we will use this single formula here. We use this derivative formula. That's what we are going to use. So we're going to do this now. Our electric field will be minus dV over dx. Minus dV over what? Over dx, which is minus d. What is v? 2s squared plus 8 over what? Over dx. That's what I'm going to do. Now I will show you how to differentiate this one in that kinematics. So let's apply that differential principle we did to run that question. Now if you don't know how to differentiate, quickly pause this one now, go and watch the video. There's a video here. It's kinematics, just kinematics. You see all this is there. Quickly look at that. It's very, very important. So let me show you how to differentiate this one now. Now, If you differentiate, let's say, okay, let me write the V out. Let me write the very good way so that the thing will not be confusing. V is empty as 2s squared plus 8. V is equal to 2s squared plus 8. I say, what is the V over dx? Now, V over dx means we have 2s squared here. What you use this power to multiply the coefficient. That's going to differentiate something like that. A polynomial which you have a coefficient and you have power. You just use this power to multiply the coefficient. We have 2 times 2. That's what we have. 2 times 2. Then repeat the s back and remove 1 from the power. When you use this power to multiply the coefficient and remove 1 from the power. That's how we differentiate now. Then plus. Now, this other one. Anything that don't have this x, you are differentiating. What we are differentiating to x. Look at s. You don't need to. Because this 8 here, there is no x with it. It's not something like carrying anything x. There's no x attached to it. The x attached to it is plus 0. So if you differentiate this x that don't have x, the answer will be 0. Differentiate anything that don't have what you are related to, the answer will be 0. So if you differentiate this one now, it will be 0 because you don't have x. Then next, this one 2 times 2, 4. Then 2 minus 1 is x. So you got our e will now be minus the v over dx is 4x. This will be our electric field. Then at x equal to 1 meter, our e, this will be our ex. That will be our ex. Electric field and distance. The electric field at 1 meter now will be minus 4 times 4 times 1. That will give us minus 4 Newton per coulomb. That will be our electric field. Minus 4 Newton per what? Per coulomb. Minus 4 Newton per what? Per coulomb. Now, let's go with this second question. Let's look at this question now. Look at this question. Look at this question. Look at this question. I want to play the board. Look at this question. Play the board. So please, all these things are very, very, very important. What you have to do is just to follow up our videos. Ensure you don't distract yourself by any means. You will understand everything in details. So, look at this question. Look at this question. Look at this question. Obtain the electric potential. Obtain the electric potential at a distance of 30 cm. Obtain the electric potential at a distance of 30 cm. Obtain the electric potential at a distance of 30 cm. At a distance of 30 cm. At a distance of 30 cm from a charge of 50 microcoulomb. From a charge of 50 microcoulomb. Obtain the electric potential at a distance of 50 cm. From a charge of what? 50 microcoulomb. So the distance is what? 30 cm. So we're going to meters divided by what? 100. We're going to have 0.3 meters. Then the charge is what? The charge is 50 microcoulomb. That is 50 times 10 power what? Minus 6 coulomb. Then electric potential due to just one charge, because we have a point charge here, just one charge present is what? Kq over what? Over R. Kq over R, then we are going to have K times what? K is what? Remember K is 9 times 10 power 9 Newton meter squared per coulomb squared. So it's going to give us 9 times 10 power 9 Newton. To get the total of the times our charge is 50 times 10 power minus 6 over. The R is what? 0.3. So if you do this very well, you are going to have the answer. Next question. Next question. Take this down. 2-point charges. 2-point charges. 2-point charges of plus 15 nanocoulomb and plus 20 nanocoulomb. 2-point charges of plus 15 nanocoulomb and plus 20 nanocoulomb. And plus 20 nanocoulomb are 100 cm apart. Are 100 cm apart. Are 100 cm apart. Obtain the electric potential potential at the point midway between them. We have the charge here is 15 nanocoulomb. You have another charge here is what? 20 nanocoulomb. Then it said what they are what? They are 100 cm apart. What will be the electric potential at the point midway between them? Let's call that electric potential V. Let's call that electric potential V. Now, the distance between this point and this first charge here will be this divided by 2, which is 50 cm. This one between this place and this place will be what? This one divided by 2 is for 50 cm because this is the midpoint between them. So I'm going to do this one now. I told you this electric potential gives to more than one charge with several charges. So if you want to unravel this ratio and analyze this question, what you have to do, calculate the electric potential due to this first charge, then calculate the electric potential due to this second charge, and add the two together. That's what I'm going to do. So the electric potential at V now will be equal to the electric potential due to the first one plus the electric potential due to the second one. Simple as easy. The electric potential due to the first one plus the electric potential due to the second one. Now, what is the electric potential due to the first one? What is the electric potential due to the first one? To be K times the first charge divided by the distance between the first charge and the reference point. And what's our reference point? Is center of the two charges. And what's going to do this first charge and that center? 50 cm. Then plus this Q2, that is KQ2, that is number K Q2 over the distance between Q2 and the reference point. Our reference point question. So this will give us what is K? 9 times 10 to the power 9 times that's 9 times 10 to the power 9 times what is Q1? Now Q1 is 15 times 10 to the power minus 9 coulomb because nano in physics means 10 to the power minus 9. Take note of that. That's what nano. 10 to the power minus 9. That's what nano. So this question will be presented as 20 times 10 to the power minus 9 coulomb. Means that 20 nanocoulomb. So this one will be 15 times 10 to the power minus 9 over this one is 50 cm. Now 50 cm is set as 50 over 100 meters, which is 0.5 meters. Let's say that 50 cm. So that will be 0.5. Then plus for this one we have 9 times 10 to the power 9. That is value for K approximately. Times Q2 is 20 times 10 to the power minus 9 over this one is 0.5, which is 50 cm. Then if you do that very well, we are going to have your electric potential, which is V at the midpoint. Potential at the midpoint will be equal to 630 volts, which we are going to have as the electric potential at their midpoint. Okay, that is very clear. So if you have, let's say, 5 charges, what you have to do, calculate the electric potential due to each of the charges and add everything together. That's how to do it. Now, after charges, calculate the electric potential to this one, calculate the electric potential and add it together. See what if you don't do this one, then add it together. Simple as ABC. It's simple as that. Then, let's try this question now. Look at this question. Look at this question. Charges Q1 and Q2. Charges Q1 and Q2. Charges Q1. Okay, let's say this way. Charges Q1 equal to 4 nanocoulomb plus 4. Charges Q1 equal to plus 4 nanocoulomb. And Q2 equal to minus 6 nanocoulomb. Equal to minus 6 nanocoulomb. Equal to minus 6 nanocoulomb. They are 10 cm apart. 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 Point A is midway between them. Point A is midway between them. Point A is midway between them. And point B and point B is 6 cm from Q1 and 8 cm from Q2. Look at it. From point B is 6 cm from Q1 and 8 cm from Q2. But point A is the medium between this and this. Is equal distance from Q1 and Q2. Take note of that. Take note of that. Obtain the potential at A. Obtain the electric potential at A. And also obtain the electric potential at B. Obtain the electric potential at A. And also obtain the electric potential at B. Also obtain the electric potential at B. And also calculate the work done or change potential energy. Also calculate the work done. Also calculate the work done when a charge of Q3 equal to 10 nanocoulomb move from point A to B. Move from point A to B. Move from what? Move from point A to point B. Also calculate the work done when a charge of 10 nanocoulomb move from point A to point B. So let's look at that question now. After this question, then you will understand what this topic is all about. You know what this topic is all about. You know what this topic is all about. Now, I will just start without any drawing. You don't just try and draw it. We have Q1, and the Q1 is positive 4. It's positive. Then we have Q2. The Q2 is negative. Then they said they are what? Point A, that point A, which is midway. And they said this and this are 10 meters. The total distance is 10 cm. That's 10 cm. So we have to do what? 5 cm. 5 cm. Then they said point B is 6 cm from Q1. So let's say point B 6 cm from Q1. Okay, let's say point B somewhere here. So point this one is point B. Is 6 cm from Q1 and 8 cm from Q2. And the distance between point B and Q2 is 8 cm. Let's draw it this way. The distance between point B and Q2 is 8 cm. It's more like triangle. If you like, you can draw it how you like. So between you cannot, even though you don't even draw any question, any drawing, even though you don't have any drawing, you can still solve the question, no problem. Between point B and Q2 is 8 cm. Between point B and Q1 is 6 cm. But between point A and Q1, between point A and Q2 are equal because A is midway between Q1 and Q2. So our 8 cm, take as 8 over 100 give us 0.08 meters. Then our 6 cm, take as what? 6 over 100 is 0.06 meters. Then our 5 cm, take as what? 5 over 100. Set it as 0.05 meters. So, if I calculate the potential at A now, what will be the potential at A? Potential at A will be the potential at A from Q1, that is potential at A due to Q1, plus the potential at A come from what? Coming from Q2. Remember how to do this one now? Potential from this one plus potential from this one. Simple as ABC. So we are going to have like this. We will have K Q1 over R1 plus K Q2 over R2. So it will give us K is 9 times 10 to the power 9 times Q1 is what? Q1 is 4 times 10 to the power minus 9 plus nano. Then over R. What is R? What is now between the same distance? 0.05. Plus K is 9 times. Can you factor out this case? This case is the same thing. It's done. Can you do that way? Can you say 9 times? What is Q2? Q2 is minus 6 times 10. The minus will be here because you are dealing with scalar quantities. That's minus 9 divided by 0.05. So that will be the potential at A now. Potential due to Q1 from point A plus potential due to Q2 from that same point A. The only distance we just determine is that between and Q1 is 0.05 liters. Between point B and point is also 0.05 liters. So if you solve this, what is going to be the answer? So let's do that. Let's going to do that. Then, what about potential at B now? Potential at point B. The same thing. Potential at point B will be potential at B coming from Q1 plus potential at B coming from Q2. So you can say this is D. It's not hard. Potential at B coming from Q1, potential at B coming from Q2. And this one will be K Q1 over R1, which is the distance between Q1 and point B, plus K Q2 over what? R2. This is the distance between Q2 and point B. Then we have 9 times 10 to the power 9 times 4 times 10 to the power minus 9. Remember, this one is empty as 4 times 10 to the power minus 9 coulomb minus 6 times 10 to the power minus 9 coulomb. Remember, now we means 10 to the power minus 9. Take note of that. Then over what is the distance between Q1 and point B? The distance between Q1 and point B is this here, which is 0.06 plus 9 times 10 to the power 9 times minus 6 times 10 to the power 9 10 to the power minus 9 over what is the distance between Q2 and point B? What is the distance between Q2 and point B? Q2 and point B is 0.08, is ACM, 0.08 meters. So if you do this very well, you have your answer. You have the answer, which is potential at B. Now, if you don't have the answer for potential at B, you have the answer for potential at A. Now, what is the potential difference when a charge, or what is the change in potential energy, or what is the work done when a charge of 10 microcoulomb move from point A to point B? The work done will be that charge times the potential difference between those 2 points. And what is the potential difference when a charge moves from point A to point B? The potential difference between point A and B will be VB minus what? VA. You have the answer. You are going to have an answer. And if you calculate VB, where's our VB now? You can have it. Where's our VA? You have it. You are going to have an answer here. You have an answer there. Now, what will change the potential? What will be the work done now? The work done will be, or change potential energy will be, the charge in point which is Q3 times the potential difference between point A and what? And B. So we have our Q3 here times this our potential difference. We are going to have our answer. Now, let us solve for the potential at A now. So I calculate we have the answer. So potential at B, calculate we have the answer. For the potential when the charge from point A to point B, we have our answer. Then we check for the work done when that charge moves, or work done by that charge. Look at that work done by that charge. So we do it, calculator to see. Alright. We solve it to calculator, we have 720. Then minus times plus give us minus. Just we have 1080. So this minus this we have minus 360 volts. 360 volts. Then for VB, do this, add this, and it give us minus. Which is going to give us minus 75. This one, this give us 75 volts. 5 volts. Then VBA, we already explained. We put VB in this which is minus. VB is minus 75. Minus VA, which is minus 360. Minus will give us plus. So 75 plus 360 give us 285 volts. That we're going to have as a potential difference between point A and B. Now, when the charge now moves from point A to point B, which is the charge is 10 nanocoulomb. Remember, 10 nanocoulomb is here as 10 times 10 to the power minus 9 coulomb. That's the mean. So when this charge now moves from this point to this point now, the work done by that charge will be the value of the charge times the potential difference between those 2 points. So what's the value of the charge? This times what's the potential difference between point A and B? Is what? 285. So if you use 1.5 this, you have 2.85 that is power minus 6 to stop any work done or change in potential energy. So last question for the day. Last question for the day. Now let's look at this last question. What is the change in potential energy? What is the change in potential energy What is the change in potential energy? When a charge of 4 microcoulomb, when a charge of 4 microcoulomb move between 2 points, move what? Move between 2 points, move between 2 points that differs in potential by 80 volts. If I call those 2 points A and B, so the potential between those 2 points now A and B will be 80 volts. That is B. That moves between 2 points, let's say A and B, that differs in potential by what? 80 volts. Change in potential energy will be the charge times what? Potential difference. Potential what? Difference. So what is the charge? A times 4. Micro means some people something like 4 times 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb. That's what we have. Minus 6 times what is the 80 volts. So 4 times 10 to the power 6 times 80. You saw that with your calculator. You are going to have 3.2 times 10 to the power minus 4 joules. This will be the change in potential energy. When I told you, work done and change potential energy are dimensionally the same. Dimensional vicinity. So please take note of this. It's very, very important. It's very, very, very important. 100% important. Now, let's look at this one more question. Let's look at this one more question. Just one more question. One more question. Okay, I take them. An infinite sheet of charge. An infinite sheet of charge holds a surface charge density of 0.4 microcoulomb per meter square. Holds a surface charge density of 0.4 microcoulomb per meter square. 0.4 what? Microcoulomb per meter square. Full stop. How far apart are equipotential surfaces? How far apart are two surfaces? How far apart those two surfaces that differs in potential by 80 volts. That differs in potential by 80 volts. The potential is 80 volts and the surface charge is 0.4. The surface charge, remember, coulomb per meter square denotes area charge density. Area charge density, that is what this is talking about. So we use delta to represent that 0.4 times 10 to the power what? Minus 6 coulomb per meter square. Why? Because micro means 10 to the power minus 6. That's the meaning. Then the potential is 80 volts. That's the potential. 80 volts. Then what next? They said how far apart? How far apart? How far apart means what is the distance between them? What is something? Remember I told you that electric field is equal to electric potential over distance. I told you that. So what is this distance? We can get electric field for a charge sheet. Remember for a charge sheet, electric field is equal to what? Delta over what? 2 epsilon. This is electric field due to a charge sheet. That electric field due to a charge sheet. So if you do that, what we are going to have? We are going to have the distance, which is d. That's what I'm looking for. So we're going to have something like this. Our chromosomal line. We're going to have ED is equal to V. Then D will be equal to V over E. When you divide both sides by E, that's what we're going to have. V over E. V over E. Now, for a charge sheet, anything due to a sheet of charge is this. Not for a charge spell, anything for a charge sheet is delta or delta over 2 epsilon naught. So we're going to remove this E now and we'll replace it by delta over 2 epsilon naught. So we're going to have D to be equal to V over delta divided by 2 epsilon naught to be the E for a charge sheet. So lastly, we're going to have what is V? 80 over what is that? 0.4 times 10 to the power minus 6, then divided by 2 times 8.85 times 10 to the power minus 12. So if you solve this very well, we are going to have 0.003, 0.00354. 0.00354. That's what you're going to have. Or if you multiply it by 1000, you have 3.54 millimeters. 3.54 millimeters. This is the distance between those two surfaces. That is the distance between those two surfaces. So ensure solve it out so you can get this answer. You just put your 8 here, solve this over this, and divide everything. Check what you are going to have. So we are going to round up this class here now. And I know you have been blessed. I know you have been blessed. So you can go back again from the beginning and watch the video over. Start from the beginning to the end again. If you watch it 2 times, you will be a done when it comes to electric potential. So please ensure you spend time in reading. There is dignity in reading. Reading is not just what you do with literacy. Now I have a class. I'll just maybe have one class, and the class will just be for encouraging. Just encourage you to read. Read. It is not convenient sometimes, but I will encourage you and I will beg you to read. Spend time to read. At the end of the day, reading we pay. Reading we pay. Don't play with our classes here. So see you guys in our next class, and stay blessed. God bless you. Thank you.